Okay, so here's the situation. You just downloaded a bunch of SCORM courses from your content partner, and you want to take those SCORM courses and make them part of your Learning Cloud. So here's how we're going to do that. We're going to sign in as Curtis, and Curtis has all the necessary learning specialist permissions and privileges to go ahead and do this. So we're going to sign in as him, and we are then going to go, as soon as we sign in, here we go. Then we're going to go over to My Client Groups, and as long as you have all the privileges and roles properly, then he's going to click on Learning. And it's going to take Curtis to this administrative learning page, and the first thing that we want to do here, before anything else, before we can create a course and offer that course in the system, however you'd like to offer it, is we have to go down to the resources area and we have to add a resource. And the type of resource that we want to add is a content resource. You can create a course all day long, but if there's no content to go along with the course is really useless. So what we see here is we see a list of all the content that's already in here, and what we want to do is we want to add some content. And the type of content that we want to add is the add online content. You see all this other content stuff here, and we've covered much of this in some of the other demonstration videos, but we're going to focus on the add online content feature. So what we're going to do from here then is we are going to go ahead and we can either drag the zip file that has the SCORM files in it, or we can just simply click on here and search your network or your machine. And what we're going to do is we're going to go and find where the files are. And come down over here, and we're going to find this one that's called, let's see here, a video conference call in real life. So I've gone ahead and made that selection, and it's uploading the SCORM files. And while this is uploading, there are many files that make up a SCORM course, not just a video file or not just an animation file or something like that. And so that's all done loading. And another point is that when you upload a SCORM course, in this particular learning management system, it has to be done within a zip file. So anytime that you either buy SCORM courses or you create your own, you have to make sure that they are ultimately zipped up and they're in the appropriate directory structure. Okay, so with that said, we're going to go ahead and we're going to keep this title, a video conference call in real life. We don't have to alter it, even though we can. And we're going to go ahead and click on Save and Close. So now, if there's already a title in the system that has the same title, then it's not going to allow you to upload it. But if it's the first time it sees that title, then it's going to go ahead and upload it just fine. And what happens here is it puts it through some processing, and we can go ahead and confirm, so we can type in any of the keywords within the title. So we'll just say in real life, and we'll click search, and let's go ahead and confirm that it's in the list. Search. Here we go, and it's right there. So it shows that it's a SCORM 1.2 type file, and this is what we're going to use to build our course. So this is the first step. You have to get the resource in there, just like any of the other resources, like a PDF or a video or a combination thereof. Because what you can do with courses in Learning Cloud isn't just a one-to-one thing. It is you can build a course around multiple resources if you'd like. In this demonstration, though, we are going to keep it to a one-to-one ratio, meaning the course is only going to offer ultimately the SCORM file or the SCORM presentation. That's the best way to say it, because there is a player, and there are a number of slides or screens that take you through a lesson or take you through a number of areas of knowledge. Okay, so now we have all of this, and we're ready to go on to the next step, which means that we're going to click the back button up at the upper left-hand corner, and we're going to scroll down, and we're going to then go to courses. All right, so now we're in our courses area, and we can build a course that is all about a video conference call in real life. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click Create, and we're going to add and create this course starting from the beginning. And let's see here, come on. Here we go. All right, so we're going to keep this as a, the same consistent name as the resource, a video conference call in real life. Okay. There we go. And then we can give it a description or a syllabus, or you can just go ahead and copy what it says in the title, and you can also put that in a short description if you want to shorten up what's in here. So the syllabus basically is what the course is all about. A lot of times when you buy courses off the shelf, the courses will accompany some sort of file that actually give an official description, and a lot of LMS administrators will take that official description from that file. Sometimes it's a CSV file, sometimes it's an XML file. A lot of times a library of courses will have a file accompany it. You could take that syllabus or that description from there. For demonstration purposes, though, we're going to keep it super simple. Publish start date, which means that when are you going to make this available? And we're going to make it available. We can make it available today, or you can future date it or backdate it. Let's just make it available today. And then when are you going to take it away? Publish end date. So when is it going to become unavailable? We're not going to specify unavailability for this. If you have a cadence that you want to make courseware unavailable and then review it to make sure it's still viable and still relevant, and then change that publish start date again, that's a very common type of content management method. Minimum expected hours of effort. So let's go ahead and say, well, this is like a 15-minute course, so 0.25 hours. And then currency, maximum price, minimum price. This is not for sale either internally or externally, but you could specify that. Branding image. I highly encourage that you put an image in there. For demonstration purposes, I'm just going to leave it out, but it's highly encouraged. Trailer, that's like a video trailer if you're looking to promote something. Don't have a trailer available for this course. And that's it for this. Okay. So we're not going to specify any prerequisites or learning outcomes or anything else that goes across top. So we're keeping this super simple, and what we're going to do is we're going to click Save and Close. All right. So now we have a course, and we have to put something inside of the course, because if we don't, then it's really unusable. People will click on the course, and then the system won't allow them to progress. So what we want to do is, the next step is tell the system how we're going to offer this course. That's what offerings means. So we're going to click on Offerings. And what we're going to do is we're going to say what type of offering this is going to be. So we're going to create an offering. We have three choices: an instructor-led offering, a self-paced offering, and a blended offering. This is all about, because it's a SCORM course and it's a one-to-one type of relationship, the course and the SCORM presentation, this is going to be a self-paced course. So now we're going to be taken to a screen that requires us a little bit more detail. If you notice, the title came over, and if you want to put that same description as you did in the syllabus field, you certainly can go ahead and do that. But what we're going to do is we're going to just stay consistent. Scroll down, publish start date. So you can create a course and an offering and have the same published start date. Normally that is the most common method. If you wanted to change the published start date for the offering, but still have the course in the library, you can do that as well. We're just going to keep it all very consistent. Published start date is today, and end date we're not going to specify, and we're gonna keep the default where the language of this is English, but if it is a course that is a different language, then you could specify that as well. And the offering coordinator is Curtis, and we don't have any capacity rules or pricing or payment or anything like that, so we're gonna skip all that. And now we're gonna go over to the activities. But if I don't save this, watch what happens. I click on activities, and it's gonna force me to save it. It's like, hey, you have unsaved stuff on this page. You want to save it? We're gonna say save, or you can click on save and then go over to activities. I'm just gonna go ahead and click on save. I'll be honest with you, half the time I forget to click save, so this really helps you. That way you don't lose anything, and gives you that little warning box. Now this is the very last step in sort of like the course layers, right? So the first, let's just do a quick recap up until this point. We added the SCORM files of the resources, then we created a course, and we're now in the middle or the tail end of creating an offering for that course. And in order to do that, we have to connect everything together, and that's what this last step is all about. And activities is all about what did you put in the resources area. So I'm going to click on create. And before I put the title in here, which I could, a video conference call in real life, there's a little bit of a shortcut here. I'm going to go immediately to the offering content little spyglass, which opens up a window that if I type in real life and click search for everything in real life, then we have a video conference call in real life. So I'm going to highlight that and click select. Now watch what happens to the title field. It takes the name. And if I want to keep everything consistent from the resource to the course to the offering to the activity, then I'll just leave this alone. And once again, if I want to stay consistent with the description, I know the system makes us do this multiple times. Yes, it is annoying. I wish there was a little checkbox that says take from course or take from offering or whatever. It is a suggestion that we have put in with Oracle. Hasn't gotten there yet, but until then, yeah, there's a bit of redundancy when it comes to titles and descriptions. Expected effort, same thing, 0.25. That was the same thing that we put in the course and the offering. And that's it. So very, very simple, very little to do on here other than saying what's the activity, where's it coming from in the resources area. So we're going to click close. All right. So this is a review page, and last but not least, if you wanted to enable an evaluation like a survey or even a quiz or a test, I click on that. And like I've mentioned in other videos, the evaluation has to be created before, and it has to be sitting in the evaluation repository in a different area of HCM Cloud. If you notice and if you look, you won't see any type of evaluation repository in Learning Cloud, and that's because evaluations are used throughout HCM Cloud, not just for Learning Cloud, but they're used for Recruiting Cloud, and they're used for performance, and they're used for other areas. So it's its own area in HCM Cloud. If I don't want to enable an evaluation, then I just deselect this. No evaluation for this. For the sake of demonstration, and we're going to go ahead and click on Save and Close. All right. So there we have it. This is a review screen. And all I have to do now is click back. So this is my offering review screen. This is my course review screen. And all that. So let's recap real quick. In this demonstration, what I have shown you is how to upload a resource, a SCORM package in the resources area, how to create a course, make some specifications, then tell the system how it's going to be offered, and then within the offering, identify the actual resource that we uploaded in the very beginning and connect all the dots in that process.